You know what? Studying philosophy is all about helping us embrace our humanity, not just turning us into some cookie-cutter person. It's like what Mr. Feng Yulan said, the whole point of studying philosophy is to make us truly human, not to fit into some predetermined role. That's some real wisdom right there, simple, direct, and spot on. Think about it, when you study mechanical engineering, you become an engineer, a specific type of person. Same goes for studying medicine, you become a doctor. But when you dive into philosophy, you're becoming more human, not just fitting into some predefined box. That's the beauty and true essence of philosophy, my friend. Picture this, we spend 8 hours a day working. In those hours, we might be engineers or doctors. But once we clock out, we're still regular people. That's why studying philosophy is crucial. You can't bring your work mindset into your family life, right? If you're a manager at a company and you try to run your family like a well-oiled machine, expecting the same efficiency, is that really what family life is about? When we pursue higher education, it's not just about fitting into a specific mold. What really matters is becoming a better human being. That's where philosophy steps in. It's fascinating because it doesn't contradict or clash with the specialized knowledge we gain in our fields. It complements it and helps us navigate life beyond the office walls. During our short 4 years in college, it's crucial to find some time to dive into philosophy books. It helps us sharpen our minds and prepares us for the philosophical questions that will pop up throughout our lives. It's an exciting adventure to be mentally geared up for deep thoughts which are sure to cross our journey. That's why a college education without the teachings and exploration of philosophy falls short, it's just not complete. No wonder when Friedrich Hegel joined the University of Berlin in 1812 as a professor in the philosophy department, he gave an opening speech. He said, "Our University of Berlin is the brainy hub of Germany, and at the heart of this hub is the philosophy department." I was super excited when I read that. Fudan University is a spiritual center down south, and guess what? The beating heart of this center is the philosophy school. That made me really happy. Rumor has it that our former president, Kishida, faced difficulties in attracting students to the philosophy department and thought about shutting it down because of the tough circumstances. But President Kishida, a physicist himself, said, "Fudan University is a comprehensive university, a real university. It can let go of other subjects, but it absolutely can't let go of philosophy. Even if it's just hearsay, who cares?" Because that statement is true. We can't even imagine Fudan University without a philosophy department. In the Western world, like at the University of Tübingen, they not only have a philosophy department but also a theology department. That's Europe, a land full of believers. But for us Chinese folks, having a philosophy department is more than enough. Hey everyone, this is my opening spiel for our elective course this semester, Introduction to Philosophy. My goal is to get you all a little excited and interested in the world of philosophy with my words. But hey, I know you might have a more practical question, so let's tackle that too. As we venture into this new exploration, for this course, you can watch online videos whenever you have free time and at your own pace. Consider it attending class. So, whether it's the wee hours of the night and you're chilling in bed, casually watching Wang Defeng do his thing, that's totally cool. That's how we roll in this class, and there won't be any professor taking attendance or calling out your name. You can show up whenever you want, right? No need to stress about that. But hey, here's the deal, our Introduction to Philosophy course is all about, well, philosophy. And what makes it stand out from other subjects? It's all about the good old discussion. Yep, you got it, talking it out, engaging in dialogue. It's a fundamental part of what makes philosophy, well, philosophy. That's why Socrates was all about dialectics, which originally meant the art of having a conversation. Through these dialogues, we dig deep into the true meaning of concepts. Dialectics, or the art of talking things through, lies right at the heart of philosophy. If you try to study philosophy without having conversations or debates with others, let me tell you, you'll end up feeling pretty darn lonely and cut off from the world. During our college days, we should totally get the chance to have some deep discussions and debate those juicy philosophical questions. That's why our course has these cool discussion sessions. The whole course is split into 4 units, and each unit usually takes about a month to finish. And guess what? At the end of each unit, we have a sweet discussion session. It's like those fancy seminars they do in the West. You know, grad students always have to do those seminars, right? Well, us undergrads should get in on the action too. So, picture this. We all gather at a specific time and in a designated classroom, like a cozy little group of around 25 students. We're there to chat, share ideas, and dive into the subject. But before the discussion, we gotta do some prep. Philosophy is all about reading and doing some independent thinking. So, we get ready by organizing our thoughts, making some talking points, and creating outlines. Then, during the discussion session, we rock the stage and present our ideas. It's an awesome way to express ourselves and contribute to the conversation. So, let's get ready to talk and make some philosophical waves. You know what? When it comes to teaching humanities, those Western universities really got it going on, and we should take a page from their book. Funny thing is, science students often look at us humanities students with envy. Why? Because they're drowning in assignments and homework, while we seem to have all the freedom in the world after class. We make it look so easy, right? But let me tell you, diving deep into philosophy is no piece of cake. It's a real tough nut to crack. The questions it throws at us mess with our minds big time. I still remember back in my undergrad days when I was studying the history of Western philosophy and got to Hume. Man, his questions totally knocked me off my feet, you know? I kept pondering and pondering, but couldn't wrap my head around it. What do you do when you're stuck in a whirlwind of confusion? While everyone thinks I'm just chilling, I'm actually lost in deep thoughts. They don't see it, but inside, I'm freaking out, you know? The trickiest philosophical questions make me feel like I'm teetering on the edge of a black hole. I start questioning my smarts, like if I can't make sense of 9 out of 10 sentences in a philosophy book, it's a major blow to my brainpower. I can't handle that, so I get all hyped up, thinking hard, and guess what? Insomnia pays me a visit. But you know what? I had a revelation later on. The best way to deal with mind-boggling stuff? Take a damn nap. Yep, that's the secret sauce. I became a pro at afternoon siestas. After a good lunch, when I'm feeling all full and a bit dozy, you know what I do? I march straight to bed, doze off, and wake up around 3:30. Waste of time? Nah, not at all. Every time I wake up, bam! Suddenly everything clicks, and it's like a light bulb moment. So, later on, someone asks me, how do you even study philosophy? And I go, I learn it in my dreams, man. Look, if you're constantly on edge and stressed out all day long, you ain't gonna grasp philosophy like a pro. But that question sticks with you, swirling around in your mind, unresolved and haunting. That's why us humanities students have it rough, folks. And hey, science students, listen up. Your struggles might be all about solving problems, right? But our struggle? Oh, it's a soul-crushing torment. Unless you're cool with just skimming the surface and having a shallow understanding of philosophy, you'll be throwing away the chance to truly embrace it. If you don't want to miss out on this golden opportunity, you gotta take the plunge into philosophical thinking. And let me tell you, that kind of thinking can bring some serious fear and anxiety our way. Look, even David Hume got spooked when he asked, "Where's the solid proof for cause and effect?" Let me break it down for you. We all know that when the sun shines on rocks, they get hot. Sunlight causes the rocks to heat up, and the rocks heating up is a direct result of the sun shining on them. That's cause and effect, no doubt about it. Hume doesn't deny that. But he's like, hold up, where's the evidence that sunlight always heats up rocks? What if they cool down instead? Who says they have to heat up? Here's the deal, my friends. Just because the sun is shining, it doesn't mean rocks will always heat up. Common sense can't guarantee that, right? You're saying sunlight equals rock heat. I get it, physics tells us that the heat radiation amps up the movement of molecules inside the rocks. But why does it have to amp up? Why can't it chill out the molecular movement instead? You're using fancy terms like radiation heat transfer for sunlight shining and intensified molecular movement for rocks heating up. But let's be real, you're just making the simple statement, the sun heats up the rocks, sound more complicated. You haven't given a solid argument that proves the effect is always tied to the cause, have you? That argument is missing in action. You won't believe what happened to Hume. He asked himself this question, and it freaked him out big time. He couldn't handle it, so he bolted from his study. Where did he go? Straight to a cafe. He met up with pals, grabbed some coffee, trying to shake off the question. But guess what? After a few cups, it came back to haunt him, and he rushed back to his study in a frenzy to ponder over it. Can you imagine the agony philosophers go through, my friends? Let's embrace the pain, let's give it a shot. Life's future throws plenty of troubles and worries our way, but compared to the weight philosophers carry as the guardians of human wrongdoing, those troubles seem like a walk in the park. So, let's think for ourselves, let's have lively debates during our discussions, and let our conversations lead to the kind of impact that studying philosophy is meant to have naturally.